Hello, my friends, and welcome back. We are here still at PlayStation Live from E3 in our more than an hour of PlayStation VR programming, and it is a great honor for me to introduce our next guests. Talking about the Tetris Effect, I have Tetsuya Mizuguchi-san. I have Mark McDonald from Enhanced Games. Gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's our pleasure, and we have a lot to talk about with the Tetris Effect. Meredith, I know you have some questions as well.
So many.
But I want to start by saying kind of, Mizuguchi-san, what are some of your kind of thoughts and feelings, the reactions that you had after your game was finally revealed just before E3 during our countdown to E3?
Yeah, we had a very positive reaction from the people who watched the trailer. It's a very trippy and
it's a little trippy on the trippy side.
Yeah,
yeah.
you were beaming. I remember I came into the office the day after it had premiered, and just huge smile, and
oh yeah,
we hugged each other. And,
yeah.
You know, it's only been a week, and we were just checking last night, and we got 1 million views. And for us, that's a huge, huge deal. All credit, all thanks to you guys, but like we couldn't have been happier. A lot of people saying that they watched it like 2 and 3 and 4 times.
Yeah.
People really liked the music. Like they got what we wanted to do with the trailer and say about the game, which is just awesome. So
yeah. So we had tons of questions. Who, wrote this song and
yeah,
who is
that's true.
Like that.
Are you willing to share the music from that first
not
trailer?
detail yet.
Not just
yeah.
yet? All right,
the funny part is the song actually doesn't have a name yet. So it's all original music. It's music from the game. It's actually from the first level of the game. If you play it here at E3 at the Sony, it's at the VR booth behind closed doors for the media. But the footage that you're seeing now, that's actually the first stage. That is the track. The track from the trailer is the track from the first stage. So please enjoy. Please look forward. If you really like the music, you can buy, the game. You can't buy it on iTunes right now, but you can get it in the game. So.
Well, I think too, like, just the original Tetris that all of us grew up with, the music was so memorable. It's something that you like sing in your head and you hum it. So to do another Tetris game with just as memorable music is such an accomplishment.
That's definitely part of the idea. So the Tetris Effect is to like lose yourself in the game. Like the trailer explains, there is this thing called the Tetris Effect where it's like a real studied phenomenon where you keep seeing the pieces. We've all had it when you're going to sleep and whatever. What we wanted to do is amplify that so when you're playing the game, you just completely get out of your head. You're just so absorbed in the game that everything else melts away, especially in VR, but even playing on a normal, 2D flat display. And then, hopefully it also lingers, like the Tetris Effect. You just keep thinking about it. You can't get that song out of your head. You can't get those visuals out of your head, etc.
I have a question for Mizuguchi-san. You have had a long and storied career, and a very successful career, if I may, creating Rez and Luminous and so many beloved games. Where did the Tetris Effect really start for you in your mind? When did it first come to you, and why was it important for you to create this game?
So actually, back in 2003, 4.
Wow.
That was 15 years ago. So the first PSP came out. Remember?
The PSP.
PSP, PlayStation Portable. So at the time, I thought about if we make Tetris with music, it must be awesome. But I couldn't make that, for many reasons. The licensing and the many reasons.
Sure.
So that, we made a Luminous. So, but I couldn't forget about that, and so I've been talking with the Hank Rogers. Hank Rogers, he's a CEO of Tetris company. So we had a long conversation and a discussion. So he wanted to create Zen Tetris type of experience. So, and we had discussion, how can we combine that kind of elements? The Tetris has, zone. If you play, in a concentration,
Right.
you're getting, white and you are in a zone. So how can we combine a zone experience with visual and music sounds and a new type of storytelling and new type of story experience. So yeah, that was a long, long, long history process.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we had 2 years pre-production and 1.5 production.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's been gestating for a long time. When I met Mizuguchi-san most recently to talk about Res Infinite, what became Res Infinite, Tetris Effect was already, there was already very like detailed movies, like visuals, all set and stuff like that. So, and we started right from when Res Infinite shipped. So it'll be about 2 years when it comes out this fall.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. And I do want to point out that, you know, Tetris Effect, fully playable in PlayStation VR, you can also play it just on the PS4 as
That's
well.
right. And there's a lot of particle effects, like you can see right here, a lot of particle effects that look amazing in 4K on a PlayStation 4
I was just going to ask if it was in 4K on the Pro.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous. Like we bought a TV just to see this game on it in the office, and it's been totally worth it. So
before I let you go, Mizuguchi-san, Mark, if I could just have you guys say kind of what your goal and your hope is with the Tetris Effect when it comes out.
I mean, we really want to make something beautiful that people can enjoy and kind of escape, I think. You know, there's a lot of different types of games here and a lot of different types of experiences, and that's great. But, you know, we want something that when you come home from a hard day at work or school or whatever, that you can, when you might be too tired normally to play a game, or especially a VR game, and you don't want to hook it up, that you actually want to go to, that you're like, I need to relax. Normally you might be like, I'm just going to watch Netflix, but no, we want a game where you're like, no, I need to relax. I'm going to play Tetris Effect and unwind and just lose myself, get out of my head for, you know, 30 minutes, an hour or something like that. That's kind of what we're hoping for, I think.
And you know, the many people knows Tetris, like, you know, grandmother, my mother. And so I think that many people can, you know, play Tetris with, I think, the VR headset. Maybe, you know, for that kind of elder people.
You don't have to be afraid or, you know, oh, I don't know how to control it or anything. No, you do. It's fine. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy it.
I have to say, I thank you both so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
We're out of time, so it's such a pleasure. Tetsuya Mizuguchi-san, Mark McDonald from Enhanced Games. Meredith, thank you for joining me on stage today. And we have more PlayStation VR content coming up in just a minute. Stay with us from PlayStation Live from E3. We'll see you soon.
PlayStation